This might be one of my dumber ideas. I didn't know what to film this week, and I have this old Samsung flip phone that fell like 1 meter from the floor, and the screen is broke. So I'm gonna fix it? Question mark, or just destroy it further. I don't love the idea of doing this, but this phone is just like wasting away. It doesn't have any resale value. Fixing it would cost like between 400 and 600 euros, I think, something like that. And I'm so uninspired by all the phones that I've been recommended. So how hard can it be, right? I have ADHD, gives me the audacity to believe I can do anything. I watched 2 videos. One of the videos, the guy was really professional and he was like, don't do this at home. This is really difficult. Samsung foldable phones are the most difficult to fix probably. So let's go. Also, this will be a 2-parter because I do not have the tools to fix this. I think I need to buy a new screen, and the screens alone cost like 200 euros. And then most of the screens come as like a kit with the frame. So you replace the whole like frame and hardware and just put like the motherboard in. I don't know. So I think if I manage to disassemble this without breaking it, I found some secondhand screens on AliExpress that are like defective. So I could buy one of those for like 20 or 30 bucks and see if I can fix it. Also, I need glue, which I don't have. So this is not a good idea by any means. And the chances of this going well are like slim to none. So I hope this is entertaining, because otherwise I've wasted a phone and my time. Let me show you around my desk. In order to do this, first of all, I have this YouTube video set up that I'll put in the description. I've got these nail tools that hopefully should help. I've got these like breaking and entering tools that we found outside our house, but they don't exactly have what I was hoping for, but let's see. And I've got these tiny screwdrivers, and I don't have a heat gun, so this hairdryer will do. And I thought I'd put like the tiny parts in here, and this is a nail station that I'm using because I don't have anything better. So, oh, and isopropyl alcohol, of course, and some gloves to keep it all clean. So here we go, I guess. I haven't even started and I'm already sweating. He starts with heating up the phone, so then he puts isopropyl alcohol, so let's try that. Oh my god, this feels so freaking wrong. There is also a risk of puncturing the battery and starting a fire, but we're not going to focus on that right now. I need like a super thin spatula to get through this. How does he get in there? It's like the hundreds of hours of experience have gotten him the skill to do this with ease. Okay. Okay. Look at me go. Okay, let's not get too excited. And we want to avoid is puncturing the battery as we mentioned. I'm in! I also need to buy glue for this. I do not have glue to reattach it. Oh, I should be wearing gloves. You like this, internet? Is this good content? Watching an amateur trying to fix a really complicated phone. He takes off these tiny screws. Oh, my hand's in the way. My bad, fam. Oh, my gloves match my pan. You can go right here. Then he goes to this one. Oi. And then that one. And this one. That one. Boop. And this one. Boop. And I need to use these two bad boys. Boop. Because he takes these off with... Oh, I can use my fingers. Okay, what's next? What's next? Kind of takes this off. This right here. Okay. Right. Oh, that sounds so wrong. And then he pulls this part out. He has some really nice tweezers, and I almost had some really nice tweezers. There were two like breaking in kits, but Joachim only took one, and the other one was better if you ask me. Not that I know much about breaking and entering. It just flipped off. Perfect, perfect. Okay, then he takes this off. That part right here. Right here. This toenail kit, it's for ingrown toenails. It's working out pretty good. Is this the problem? Oh my god. This was already undone. Oh, you can't see. This was already undone. I wonder if I plug it back in, if it'll work, or if the thing was holding it in. I need a minute. Okay, I did some research because I'm not the most tech savvy, so I wanted to know if there could be a loose thing that was causing this, but no, the screen is completely broken and I need to change it. I don't have a new screen for now, by the way, so I need to continue taking this apart. So this and that, and then he just like, ugh, feels freaking weird. Took that apart. Okay, okay. Let's sploosh this out. Okay. My hands are getting sweaty in here. Why aren't you just coming off? I do not like that sound. Okay. It's all like so delicate, but then not. Did I break it officially? Don't smell it. I don't want to use a sharp object around the battery. That sounds great. I wonder if I've like proper broken it. Yeah, I don't know what this is. You see those white little balls, but it's not looking too great. See? What is that? Can't even focus on it. Let me ask ChatGPT. BRB. Okay, so Gemini says they're like styrofoam balls to acoustic foam balls in a loudspeaker. So I think I can get away with this. This is still fixable, but you know. Oh jeez, I gotta be careful. Okay, let's keep going. I'm almost actually done with this video. I think she says not being done at all. Also, I just vacuumed these little balls because I didn't know what else to do. And it said it was a common issue when repairing a phone that happens. So, you know, I'm just like the professionals. Took this little plate off. And now he's taking this little plate. So I believe this little plate that I'm taking off now, that one, is my screen. So, you know, we're getting to the good stuff. And from what I understand from these videos, I have to go through all this trouble of taking that back plate off to get to the screen because this is where it's attached to the rest of the stuff. There we go. Probably should have cleaned this toenail tool before. Before doing this. Now we get to the disassembly of it all again. I'm flipping this. Ooh. These little styrofoam balls got everywhere. I really hope those are styrofoam balls and not some super toxic stuff. At least I'm wearing gloves, you know? So, back to the heating. The alcohol. That's a lot of alcohol. And then he does one very crucial part according to the comments, which is taking this little dingus off. You can't see. Oh, I forgot it's empty on the other side. Taking this little dingus off. So, he was like, oh, this is very delicate. You shouldn't fuck around with that. And here I am, fucking around with that. What does he do? Does he just like loosen it? This is where I'm not too sure. Because I've been so confident up to here. Damn. This is coming off like butter. No, finish watching the video. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, I unstuck it. And now I need to get this guy out. You see there's one that's like still I really struggle getting the right angle here. Where am I? Here. Yeah. This is still kind of... There we go. Boom, baby. This again. And then he kind of peels this back, the screen. So that's what I'm trying to do. I guess I don't need to be too gentle with this part because it's the part that's broken. He's really just quite rough with it. I'm gonna try and do it from an angle where you can see. Oh my god. Look. I really need to watch out to not turn it on. There's my folding screen. Crazy. Okay, and the last part here is that he just spends a good chunk of time cleaning up the adhesive. Damn, there's so much dust in there. That's disgusting. Let me see if I can show you. You see all up in here, all this like nasties. Ugh. Which like, I honestly don't really have that much adhesive as far as the eye can tell. Maybe all the adhesive is on here. Yeah, it's all on here. Can I show you? See all this like grayish? That's adhesive. I don't know what to tell you. This is disappointing, but this is the end of this part of the video. I didn't think, let me put this straight. I didn't think I would get this far. I have been putting this off. I broke this phone in November of 2025, and here I am today fixing it because I refused to buy a new phone. So what I'm gonna do is that now I need to buy the right adhesive. Because I could put some like adhesive called E6000 according to, according to AI, I could use some E6000 glue, but that's like industrial adhesive that would make it very difficult to come apart. So you need some like just contact adhesive that's like flexible that could come apart if I wanted to repair it again in the future. God knows that this repair will pan out. Okay, so to keep the story short, I now need to buy a defective screen to replace this because all I can find online is defective screens that have like lines and little dots, but that would still make this phone work. And then I think I want to buy some teeny tiny adhesive bands like this to re-glue the screen correctly. So I need a screen, some glue, and some little adhesive pieces. And I should look into if I should replace this piece since I busted it. I'm sorry for making this a part 2 video, but come back in a couple weeks when I get my loot. It will take several weeks to ship to Norway. And I did look into buying a brand new screen, but I just like can't find anything. I don't know what I'm doing, but this went better than expected. I only broke like one thing. Okay, bye.